Okay, so if I like a product, I like to give it a 1 month review, and this one has been absolutely amazing. This is the Ebox by Vype. Fantastic little device, and when I did the original review, I did give it really, really, really good ratings because it's just the feel of it, the make of it, everything about it was just so positive. And obviously, I hadn't used it back then. It was the first time I was trying it on review, so it's very hard to actually give a full review on something when you just open it, you're checking out for the first time. So I always believe products deserve a one month review. This one's slightly late, guys. I'm so sorry about that. It's been really manic. I've been moving. Everything's just been happening recently. For the last few months, it's just been an absolute nightmare. But finally, I've got some time to be able to give it a 1 month review. And to be honest, since I got this little mod, I've been using it pretty much every day. And I wanted to stress test it. I wanted to see if the battery conks out, if anything breaks on it. I wanted to see how easy it was to fill, how easy it was to change the coil. And yeah, so far, everything's actually proved very, very easy on this one. And going up to a maximum of 12 watts, it's more than enough for what you need. If you're just moving over to a box mod, you want something slightly more higher than that little ego stick that you got or something like that, I'd highly recommend one of these. I've been vaping on 12 watts, and as I say before, it's a 2.2 ohm coil in here. 12 watts, so you're not going to get loads and loads of fumes of vapor, but you're going to get enough to pretty much get going. It's as easy as that. But yeah, nice little design. Absolutely love it, and yeah, I can't fault it one bit. It produces loads of vapor. It's nice and warm as well, the vapor, when you put it, so it does really replicate a cigarette in that sense. But yeah, like I say, there's nothing I can fault on it. And today I'm going to just tear it apart a little bit and show you a bit about it. So I'm going to see if I can show you the OLED screen that's on here. Let's just see if I can get it on. So you see it's got the OLED. I'm going to turn it around quickly on the camera just so you can see it properly. There we go. That's the OLED screen. You see it's got the battery. It tells you it's actually got the amount of seconds that you've puffed for. It shows you the ohmage and the voltage. Pretty good. What more do you need on the display? I like it because at the top, literally when you're pulling, you can look down and see how many seconds you're pulling for. So it's a plus feature for some people who like to see how much they're pulling and how long they're pulling for. So yeah, on the OLED screen, absolutely no problems whatsoever. Take the tank off. It's so easy. I find it easy. I know you're supposed to turn it from here. I just turn it from the top and it literally just swings off like that. Just a standard 510 connector there at the bottom, 510 at the top, and it's also spring loaded as well, the 510 connection, so it's pretty good in that sense. Standard tank there. It's got airflow control, as you can see. You can adjust the airflow, and it's a big plus because some people like loads of airflow. I love my loads of airflow because it gives me more vapor when I vape. So if you don't like it, you want less airflow, it's fully adjustable, and the adjustment is absolutely amazing on this thing. It really does make a difference when you adjust it. But yeah, standard 510 connection there. Coil's really easy to change. Just remember when you change your coil on this one, just make sure that your tank is completely empty, because you've literally got to take the entire tank apart to change the coil. Literally, it's a barrel, goes in, put it back together, fill it up, let it stand for about 10 minutes, and it's ready to vape. But yeah, it's quite a light little mod if you take that tank out. It's pretty light indeed. I was quite surprised when I pulled it out. But when you put the tank back in, it's pretty nice. It's a nice weight. It's not too heavy, it's not too soft, it's not too light, it's just perfect. And like I said before, the feel of it is just amazing. You can tell when a lot of money has gone into design, and Vype has really put a lot of money into that. They've also imprinted their logo onto that, so it's pretty cool. Safety features, like I say, it cuts out. I'm going to just show you now. It's got the automatic cutout. So you vape, 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 vape. Or if it's in your pocket, it's going. It will then go over to overtime, and it will actually turn the mod completely off. You've got to 3-click to turn it back on again. You can also deadlock it if it's going to go into your pocket. There's a deadlock at the bottom. Just flick that over and you can no longer activate the device by button. Only way to do it is to switch it back over again like that. So yeah, like I say, absolutely lovely device. There's loads of flavour, brilliant air control, and like I said before, if you're thinking of changing from an Ego Stick to a box mod, this one I would definitely and highly recommend. For the amount of money, you can pick it up for under £50 in the UK. I believe this one is exclusive to the UK as well. Vype, I know they've got another office somewhere in Europe. I think it's Holland that they've got another office, and they sell products, they do the E-Pen and all that stuff, but they don't have the Ebox yet, and the Ebox is exclusive to the UK. So if you're in the UK, you think you're getting a box mod, I'd highly recommend it. Also, another thing I did notice with it, and I was quite surprised, and it was a bit of a disappointment, is it's got the micro USB there. The problem is when it's on charge, you can't vape it, so it's not pass through. You can charge it and then you have to wait for it to charge before you can vape again. For me, that was a slight issue because I chain vape and I can't go 2 hours or an hour without a vape. I find this takes about an hour and a half to charge, and I find it really difficult to go for an hour and a half without a vape. So I've had to use, obviously my Cool Vibe 4 came back into action and a few other devices came back into action, but I did find that was one of the issues that I found with it, is that it's not passed through, and that's a bit of a letdown, because other than that, it's a fantastic little mod, this one, and I'd highly recommend it. And I've recommended it to quite a few people, and a few people have tried it and they've said, Rich, this is really good. So yeah, the only problem that I could find on this one was that it's not passed through. Other than that, everything ticks every other box. It provides loads of vapor. Absolutely loads of vapor. So all in all, fantastic mod this one is. This is the Vype Ebox. It's their first box mod that they've brought out, and to be honest, I'd give it 8 stars out of 10. And the reason for that is mainly because of the pass-through. If it wasn't for that, if it had pass-through, I'd probably give it a really good 10 out of 10. But like I say, don't let that put you off. It's a really good mod. I would definitely recommend it. And yeah, for under £50, can't go wrong. And also, the spare coils are really cheap as well. You can pick them up really, really cheap. Go to the Vype website, Go Vype, and just check it out. They've got some really good products there. Remember guys, I don't get paid by Vype to do these reviews. These are my own personal opinions based on what I think of the device. Your opinions may differ, but yeah, like I say, I don't get paid by Vype. I literally get these mods in, I do a review, and I give you my honest opinion on it. And to be honest, like I say, lovely box, this one, lovely box mod. Only problem is that it doesn't have a pass-through. If it had a pass-through, it would tick all my boxes completely. But yeah, other than that, it ticks every other box, and I would highly recommend this one. That's my 1 month review on the Vype Ebox. That is my final review for the Ebox as well. And hopefully I look forward to getting some more products from Vype, because like I say, I've really enjoyed their products so far, and I've actually got a lot of people to move over to vaping from cigarettes, and they've started with the Vype and they've absolutely loved it. The E-Pen is one of the brilliant things. If you're thinking of going on to vaping, and you're currently smoking cigarettes, I'd definitely say look at the E-Pen. It's a really good device, and then go over to maybe a box mod and get something slightly more going there. It's really good. And I must say, the amount of people vaping in England nowadays, because I was walking through the streets the other day and you just see so many people vaping now, and it's amazing to see it. And the nice thing is, you go to a pub and you're standing outside and you see somebody vaping, you can always go up to them and say, oh, what flavour are you vaping today? And just have a good conversation with them. I did that the other night. I had a few too many to drink, and I ended up speaking to somebody, but the flavour they were vaping was really good. And I said, so where'd you get your flavour, and what flavour is it? And they said to me, they make their own flavours, so it smelled really good. They had like a little bit of concoction going there. They had like banana, custard, and ice cream flavour all in one, so they had like a whole banana split going there, but it did smell really good. It was really, really, the flavours were intense, and yeah, I did try a little bit. I will say, banana, custard and ice cream just didn't do it for me. I think those flavours individually on their own would probably be pretty cool, but mixing them all together was just a concoction and a half. And yeah, I've also tried some more savoury flavours as well. I had somebody the other day who had roast beef, and it was absolutely rank. I don't know how people can smoke it. I can eat a nice roast beef meal, but I just can't get my head around why people would want to vape it. It's just wrong in so many ways. But yeah, like I say, going back to this one, it's the Vype Ebox. Definitely. I think it's amazing. I think it's brilliant. And yeah, I hope that Vype continues and they bring out their second version of this, because this is, like I say, can't go wrong. Until next time, guys, you can find me on many different social media websites, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Don't forget to press that little subscribe button below if you'd like to see more of me, and also don't forget to give me a little thumbs up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and don't forget to comment below. Until next time, guys, you take care, and bye-bye.